Before we dive into this exciting news, make sure you're fully plugged into everything Chicago Bulls. Hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell right now. You won't want to miss a single update on the team. This is your ticket to all the insider info, and it starts with one simple click. Let's take a deep dive into a moment that could very well reshape the future of the Chicago Bulls, a moment that fans have been eagerly waiting for. We're talking about a significant move that could set the stage for years to come. But before we get into all the juicy details, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel and smash that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single update on the latest Bulls news, especially when we're talking about something this impactful. Now, let's paint the full picture for you. Picture this: E'Twaun Moore, a name that should ring a bell for any true Chicago Bulls fan, is making a grand return to the Windy City. For those who might need a little refresher, Moore was an integral part of the Bulls roster from 2014 to 2016. During those 2 seasons, he made his mark as a reliable guard, a player who knew how to navigate the court with a certain finesse that only comes with experience. But here's where it gets really interesting. After almost 8 years away from the team, Moore is coming back. Not as a player, but in a role that could be even more crucial for the Bulls' future: as a scout. According to NBCS Chicago's K.C. Johnson, the Bulls have officially brought Moore back into the fold, but this time he'll be trading in his jersey for a scouting report. And let's not underestimate what that means. A scout plays an incredibly vital role in shaping the future of any NBA team. They're the ones with the responsibility to spot raw talent, to see the potential in players who might otherwise go unnoticed. And who better to do that for the Chicago Bulls than someone who knows the city, the culture, and the game like the back of his hand? Let's not forget that Moore is a Chicago native through and through. He was born and raised in Chicago, where he attended East Chicago Central High School. His roots run deep in this city, and that's going to give him an edge that very few others have. When you know a place so intimately, you understand the subtleties that can make or break a player's transition into the big leagues. This isn't just about spotting talent. It's about understanding the mindset, the hustle, and the grind that comes with being from Chicago. Moore knows what it takes to make it in the NBA, especially for someone coming from this area. He's lived it, and now he's in a position to guide the next generation of players who will wear that iconic Bulls jersey. But let's rewind a bit and take a closer look at Moore's journey before we dive into what this means for the Bulls moving forward. After graduating from high school, Moore took his talents to Purdue University, where he quickly made a name for himself. By the time the 2011 NBA draft rolled around, Moore was ready for the big leagues, and the Boston Celtics saw his potential, picking him 55th overall. His rookie season with the Celtics was just the beginning of a career that would take him to several NBA teams, including the Orlando Magic, New Orleans Pelicans, and Phoenix Suns, before eventually landing him in Chicago with the Bulls. During his time with the Bulls, Moore averaged 5.1 points, 1.6 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game, shooting at 47% from the field, 42% from beyond the arc, and 62% from the free throw line. These numbers might not jump off the page, but Moore's contribution to the team went beyond stats. He was a steady presence on the court, someone who could be relied upon in crucial moments. In 115 games with the Bulls, Moore started in 22, proving that he was more than capable of stepping up when called upon. Now, as we look ahead, Moore's transition from player to scout is significant for several reasons. First, his experience as a player gives him a unique perspective that few scouts can offer. He's been in the trenches, he knows what it takes to compete at the highest level, and he understands the nuances of the game from a player's point of view. This insight is invaluable when it comes to identifying young talent. Moore will be able to spot the subtle qualities that make a player truly special, the kind of qualities that might not be immediately obvious but could be the difference between a good player and a great one. Moreover, Moore's Chicago roots will serve him well in this role. The city of Chicago is known for producing some of the toughest, most hard-nosed players in the league. There's a certain grit and determination that comes with growing up in Chicago, and Moore is well aware of that. He'll be keeping a close eye on local high schools and colleges, searching for that next diamond in the rough who has the potential to be a game-changer for the Bulls. And let's not forget about the current direction of the team. The Bulls are clearly focused on building for the future, and that means they need to find young talent that can grow with the team. Moore's role as a scout will be crucial in this endeavor. He'll be the one out there, evaluating players, watching hours of game footage, and traveling to see prospects in person, all to ensure that the Bulls make the right choices in the draft and beyond. This is where the future of the team will be shaped, and Moore will be at the heart of it. So, as we close out this deep dive into E'Twaun Moore's return to the Bulls, let's keep our eyes on what's next. The decisions made in the scouting department over the next few years could very well determine the trajectory of the Chicago Bulls for the next decade. And with Moore's experience, knowledge, and deep ties to the city, we have every reason to believe that the Bulls are in good hands. If you're as excited as we are about what's to come, now is the perfect time to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we drop more news and updates about the Chicago Bulls. You won't want to miss a single second as we follow the journey of this iconic team into what we hope will be a bright and successful future.